Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Kone FC Career Mode. Today we take on Fulham, as Santiago Muniz would say, in episode 13. In the league we currently sit 9th and Fulham sit towards more of the bottom half. And let me just show you the Premier League table. Let's get on with this. But before we get on with it, make sure you drop a like on this video, consider subscribing, turn on push notifications, and don't forget to comment a question for the press conference that I will describe more of later on into the episode. That's all I need to say, a bit of self-promo. Let me now show you the Premier League table. So lads and lasses, let me now show you the Premier League table. We've actually won our last 2 games in the Premier League, which were away wins to Spurs and Everton, both top half Premier League teams, one of which being top of the league unbeaten, which was Spurs. We won that in the last episode 2-1. But as you can see guys, we are 9th in the Premier League. Off the top, Spurs are still top, but they've closed the gap now, Man United, to 3 points. We're 9th, there you go, we can see it. We've got the worst defensive record in the league, but the points return is fantastic. 22 points from 16 games. A point a game in a division usually keeps you up, but the fact we're 6th in credit, you could say, is an absolutely fantastic achievement for the first 16 games. Moving down into the table now, we have Fulham, and as you can see, they're only 3 points above the drop zone. Yes, there's a couple of teams in and amongst them and below them, but they're 14 points after 16 games, which isn't very good for Fulham. Yes, they lost Mitrovic and Paulinho. Well, apparently he's unsettled in real life, but I don't know how true that is, because obviously the Bayern Munich transfer hangover is probably in his head. But either way, on paper, it's a game we should win because they're below us in the league and we are at home. Obviously, at the road, we have quite a good home record. I think we've only lost 2 games in the Premier League at home this season, which were Man United and Liverpool. Let's not talk about the Liverpool game because that was a 7-2 thrashing. But let me get into this press conference for you guys. I forgot to mention that, and get you guys involved in this video. And then I'll show you my starting 11 for this big game against Fulham at home. Here we go. So TJ Boz here mentions the fact that we went to Spurs and played quite defensive. You're right, mate. I think we did play a back 5. It wasn't really a back 3. It was more of a back 5 for that game. So you're right there. In terms of Fulham, I think you're right as well with your question. We will be a bit more attack-minded. We'll try and play on the front foot, dominate the ball, try and control the pattern of the game. And yeah, in terms of your PS as well, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you for all the support as well, guys. And let's move on to the next question. And random person here says, do you think there'll be a chance of European football or a top 5 finish in the Premier League? Maybe in the future, mate. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think it's quite an unrealistic goal for this season. Yes, we're 9th and we're looking up the table rather than down it, like I just mentioned. But I just feel like we're not going to have it in the tank this year to qualify for any sort of European football. Maybe in the future we get a few more signings, develop players, increase their overalls, but for now the focus is just staying in the Premier League and becoming an established Premier League club. So guys, that is the end of the press conference. If you'd like to be involved in the next episode, make sure you stay until the end of the episode to find out who we're playing against, and then you can obviously comment your questions and make sure you tailor them to around the opposition that we're going to be playing against, okay? So really appreciate all the support, love getting you guys involved in these videos, and let's get into the match footage. Pre-match time, let me show you my team. So then people, this is the team that I'll be fielding for the Fulham home game. Quickly changed the kits, but as you were able to quickly tell, we have got a bit of a stamina crisis because of the Champions League football, which we wasn't even meant to be in because I stupidly turned on European football for the first season in the save. So unfortunately players have had to play and therefore have lost stamina. But let me show you this team. There is a lot of fringe. Obviously we mentioned in the press conference there is going to be chances for the fringe to play. This is one that's not happened deliberately, let's just say that. So it's Kone in goal, Cancelo, Konsa, Cones, Jeffrey Dogbia comes in for a fresh start, as well as Bacona. Canali, who's more of a seasoned starter in the team, will obviously play in midfield and try and control it in there. Kingsley Coleman on the right, Fabio Contral left wing back, and up front we have Cristiano Ronaldo, whoopsie, yep, and Harry Kane. Hopefully I'll remember how to do the Sue Yep celebration on FIFA as well. I think it's R1 circle, but let's see what happens in this game. Like we always say before every single game, come on you Cones. Let's get a result today. Tough game against Fulham. Let's not take this 16th place team for granted because they have got some good players. We've looked a bit better recently. 6 points from the last 3 games. Here's Harry Kane. Not the pass I was aiming for, but will he get there? No. Kenny Tete will tidy up. There's a chance to win that tackle though. Brilliant tackle by Ronaldo. Gets a return off Contral. Can Harry Kane get into the box? A Kone FC player does get it in there, and it's Bacona, and the goalkeeper makes a save. I'm looking dapper in that coat, to be fair. But I think it's actually gone behind for a goal kick as well. It's more of like a toe punt, that one, really. And Leno, does it touch Bacona on the way out? It does. Okay, it's going to be a goal kick. We could have had a corner there, but it's a cheap goal kick to give away. And early doors here after 5 minutes. Kone FC 0, Fulham 0. They go long into Andreas Pereira. Here's Harry Wilson. Obviously an opportunity here for fringe players to show that they're capable of playing more games for us, because I want to see if we've got some squad depth in the side. Pereira goes down the line, pulls it back for Kenny Tete, goes inside to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson looking to dance in the defence. Oh no, it's a penalty. I've not even pressed the standing tackle button there. And I'm intrigued to see this back because, okay, I mean, there's not much in it. Wilson's brought the contact and gone down, but I've not pressed circle there, guys, to stand tackle. So it's harsh, but if you're going off what you've just seen in terms of gameplay, it's a penalty. It's Raul Jimenez with his stuttered run-up, and Aruna Kone went the right way, but it still goes into the back of the net. And Fulham controversially lead 1-0 here at the Road. And yeah, it's disappointing because I thought I didn't press tackle. I mean, I've stood a bit to my left there to try and toy Jimenez to go one way. He's gone the way I wanted to go, which was right. But it's a really good penalty into the side netting, and we're not saving those. And unfortunately, we're 1-0 down here at home. Good ball from Canali. Will we keep this in? We do. It's a good ball. And Canali comes in. It's forced to save out of Leno. Good spell since going 1-0 down behind, guys. Well, 1-0 down, sorry. I've said the same word twice there, pretty much. Goes inside to Jimenez. 2-0 will be car crash. Here's Lukic. Lukic, just don't be stupid and give away another penalty. Here's Jimenez into Willian. Willian, Andreas. Jimenez with a block. It's dropped. And that is just absolute bollocks because I've blocked the shot. I've not got a lock on. And Jimenez stabs it home to make it 2-0. But that goal for me is just absolute, it's just classic EA really. A jammy ricochet comes back to him. I've not managed to lock onto a player. And Jimenez hands it in for 2-0. Goes inside to Canaldo. Looks for a feint. He's actually done quite well there, Canaldo. And forces a save out of Leno. Really good from the German goalkeeper. We'll go short with this corner and hope that we can get an overload at the back post. It's Bacona, who beats Willian again. It's Konsa. Is he onside? He can't win the header anyway. And Andreas heads it away, and Jimenez might actually get that. It's good from John Cones, who goes inside. But it's fair to say we've had a lot of chances this game. Harry Cone, Canaldo, one more. Canali! Good hit, good save. Jimenez goes down the line. And he's got past the tackle, and it's Pereira. And they now have a man in. It's Lukic. It's 3-0. This has been a crazy football match. Because has the scoreline merited 3-0? No. Have Fulham been ridiculously clinical? Yes. And what the hell are they doing there? Have they just gone to see the ambulance from... They've ran back onto the pitch after seeing the ambulance midway through the game. Paulinho goes inside to Jimenez. Here they go again. Here they go again. Jimenez, through ball, Harry Wilson. Give me the centre half. And that's the first shot that's not gone into the back of the net from Fulham. 2 minutes added. Oh, there's time for a Fulham fourth here. Wilson's in. Harry Wilson's in for 4-0. Kone's came out, and Harry Wilson makes it 4-0 to Fulham. I'm just going to have a sip of my cup of tea and just try and get some composure back because I have no words for what I'm seeing in this first half. I don't want to say it's the worst half of football that we've played all season because we've had the chances. I'm intrigued to see what the XG is because we've had good chances in this game, but 4-0 down at home to Fulham. Yeah, so possession there, we've got more shots, same. But this is the important stat, XG. 1.4 to their 2.1. Okay, so they've been the better team going off the XG, but look, it's not been a 4-0 game. It's not been a 4-0 game at all. It's just unfortunate that they've been ridiculously clinical today. It's really good from Torre now. Torre, why are you stopping pressing? Why has he got a red cursor above him? I don't get that. Good tackle from Kondogbia. Canaldo. Bacona, good ball through. Harry Cone, I should have squared it. But either way, it's in the back of the net. And there's a goal here. It's Harry Cone. I should have really squared that to Canaldo to guarantee the goal. But either way, it's into the back of the net. And you know what I'm going to quickly do? We're going to go into team management. Tactics, wing play, let's just whip that all the way up to like 80 or something, and hopefully we'll try and press them a bit more because there's time in this game. We'll try and get a tackle in. Paulinho, Willian, good play from Fulham. Will the cross come in now? It does. Back post overload, and it's Wilson unmarked. What a goal! That is unsavable. It's on his weak foot on the full volley, and that is probably the best goal I've conceded all season. We'll give you a replay, even though I'm pissed off that we're 5-1 down. But this is something out of the top drawer. Look at the technique on that. Wow. Goes inside. Canali, Harry Kone, and Canaldo. Will he make the run? He does make the run. He's in. Canaldo! It's in. I'm just going to try and do the Sue Yep anyway. Was it R1 circle? Whoa! Sue Yep. I mean, content comes first, guys. Yes, we're losing 5-2, but content comes first. Lukic. Jimenez spins the player. Paulinho skips away as well. Inside for Jimenez. Jimenez. How have we not got a tackle in there? How have we not got a tackle in? Wilson. What a save, Kone. Andres Pereira goes short to Wilson. Corner ball. I'm not going to make any changes, guys, because I need to rest the first team for other games. That's going to come in. Diop wins the header and it's 6-2. I'm skipping at this point because I can't do anything. It just feels like one of these classic EA football games. Like, we've not even been that bad. Honestly, we haven't. So, it is what it is. Look, there's nothing on in midfield either. Come on, move. We'll have a dig with Canali from the edge. Straight at Lana. Goes shorts with the corner. William with the ball in. Consa wins the header. Contral. Again, we just can't clear our lines. And it's 7. For goodness sake. What the hell is that pass? And they're in again with Pereira. What a save, Kone. Lukic. Can't even lock onto a player. This game is doing me head in. It's doing me head in today. It's doing me head in. Canali, team name ABBR3938. That's been the most entertainment I've seen from this whole game. The fact they got Canali's team wrong. And it's 8. It's 8. And you know who scored that incredible volley? Top corner there. The centre half. Pereira. It's through for Jimenez. He's in again. Jimenez is in again. He's bullied off my centre half. Jimenez, Pereira, saved by Kone. And again, it's gone straight to a Fulham player. And again, it's gone straight to a Fulham player. And again, it's gone straight to a Fulham player. I've got no control. I've got no control over this game. It's in again. Saved by Kone. It's been so hard to keep my composure, guys, because I could be so angry here. Oh, they're in again. Jimenez, stupid step by my defender. And it's 9. And we've just tied a Premier League record for most goals conceded by a team in a league game ever. There it is, guys. So the final score is Kone FC 2, Fulham 9. And it's back to the drawing board. Again, it feels like, I can't remember what game it was, but we had a good run of form and then we got hammered. Again, we have a good run of form. We get 2 wins out of 3 games and then we get hammered. Raul Jimenez has scored 4 goals. And I just can't quite believe what's happened, to be honest with you guys. It's been a crazy game. I mean, in terms of league position, it won't really affect us that much. In terms of goals conceded and goal difference, it heavily affects us. So there's the goals around the grounds. But yeah, let's get to the Premier League table and show you what's happened. So guys, the moment of truth. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. So we sit 10th. Okay, we've only dropped 1 place. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but 50 goals conceded after 17 games. Guys, mathematically, we're on track to concede triple figures in the Premier League. And now, would that be a Premier League record? I think it would be quite comfortably. But either way, somehow we still sit in the top half. Fulham have moved up to 14th, as a result of beating us. And in terms of our next fixture and the press conference, we go to Kenny. We go to the Kenilworth Road. Those Kone FC away fans will be travelling through gardens in order to get to their seats. But guys, make sure you tailor your press conference questions towards Rob Edwards, Luton, their first season in the Premier League. Let's have a look at what they've got in terms of points. Okay, they're on 12 points. They've won 1 game this season though. So try and target your press conference questions towards them. And in terms of this episode, I really hope you enjoyed watching us tie a Premier League record. And yeah, make sure you like this video, turn on push notifications, subscribe. And I will see you on the next one, where hopefully we'll get our, not revenge, but get a recovery against Luton Town. I wish you guys all the best, and see you soon.